Good evening. This is Lynn Matajan, and I am with Matajan's Herbals. Tonight, we're doing our Samhain Ritual. I'm excited to be here with you tonight. I'm sorry that we're not in person, but I don't want to share my COVID germs with you. So hopefully everything is going to go all right. Now, if you got the Samhain box, now is the time to set up your altar. So I have the white, the black, and the red candles signifying birth, death, and rebirth. I've got all of the herbs sitting here on here, so I'm going to pull those out and put them on. We're going to dress the candles, and I'm going to light the charcoal for the incense and put the incense on. So what I'm going to do first is the incense. And I've got the incense in my in one of my cauldrons. Okay, now the incense came in a little plastic bag with a spoon in it that says Samhain incense. Now, you don't want to totally make the charcoal in here. You don't want to put too much on of the incense on here at one time, otherwise it'll smother the fire. So we're going to go ahead and just put a little bit, and we may end up putting a little bit more as we go along. Now, your little bottle here that says Samhain oil is the oil for your candles. Now, there's a couple of ways that you can dress your candles. One is for growing magic, you go from the bottom to the top in all four directions. I like to go from the center to the top, saying as above, and then from the center to the bottom, saying so below. So that's what I'm going to do. So as above, so below. And then I'm going to put it back in here. And then I'm going to take the black candle for death. And the same as above, so below. Now this just puts an extra charge on your candle. That's what this does. Now, for the rebirth, as above, so below. So we've got the candles all set. And I'm closing the little bottle so that it doesn't spill. Now, if you've not done a Facebook Live ritual with me before, I am going to go ahead and cast the circle. The circle is sacred space, and so you cannot break it. As long as you can see me, you are part of my circle, the virtual circle. So if you have to leave, grab your device, your phone or your tablet or whatever it is you're watching me on, and take it with you. And then you're still in the circle. If you can't take it with you, then make sure that you cut a door and step out and then close the door again. And then when you come back in, it's the same thing. Cut a door and step in and then close the door. That way we don't break the circle, and so all of the protection and everything is still in here. I want to tell you also, just kind of real quick, as part of COVID, I have a terrible cough. And the longer I talk, the more I cough. So I'm just apologizing right off the top. It's a horrible sounding cough, but I'm getting better, and I will be back in the shop come Thursday. So now you also should have 3 ribbons. Again, red, black, and white. Birth, death, and rebirth. Now you want to put the 3 of those together. And to prep for the knot work that we're going to do is tie a knot at the end. Now this is the knot that actually simply brings all of the pieces together. So there we go. So that is now fixed. The if you have the ritual, it is any words that are italicized, those are me talking to you. If they are fully straight, those are actions and words that you need to take. So that kind of just explains how it is that we're doing this. Samhain is a time of life, death, and rebirth. It is the time of the crone and wisdom. It is the time that the veil between the worlds is at its thinnest. It is the time that we honor our ancestors. Now, while we look back at our ancestors and call on them for help, we also need to remember that we are the ancestors of those yet to come. As we walk through this life and live it day by day, we need to be thinking about the legacy that we are creating for our children and children's children. Are we being the person that we would want to call on for help? Tonight in Circle, we will be doing some knot work to help honor our ancestors. While you are tying your knots, also keep in mind that you too are an ancestor in the making. So on the altar tonight, I am going to raise my circle with my wand. I've got 2 different skulls. I've got an amethyst skull, and I have got a rose quartz skull. I've got the lady who gives birth, and I have the 4 candles for the cardinal directions, and a candle for the goddess, and a candle for the ancestors. Now, we are putting on our altar tonight. Get it started here in the right one. So, rose petals for love. Calendula for remembrance. Chamomile for wisdom. And yarrow for protection. Okay, so your altar should be all clear and ready to go. I've got a little bit more incense. So take a deep breath and let it out. Release your shoulders so they're pushed down. And do it one more time. Okay. This is an entire room upstairs in my house. It's my magic room. When I envision my circle, I envision it to the walls of all of the room here, so that allows me a little wiggle room. If I've forgotten something, anything in this room is still in my circle. Okay, so in the name of the rising moons and in the name of the setting suns, in the name of our blessed dead, in the name of the ancient ones, to share the present with the past, this Samhain circle I now cast. We're going to go ahead and call in the cardinal directions. We'll start in the east because that is the beginning. That is where the sun rises. So, guardians of the east, spirits of air, we invite you to join and protect our circle tonight. Please bring with you your gifts of communications so that we might invite our ancestors to join us as well as to share love, wisdom, and knowledge with each other. We bid you hail and welcome. And to the south. Guardians of the south, spirits of fire, we invite you to join and protect our ritual tonight. Bring with you your gifts of passion and warmth so that we have the energy to sustain and share the gifts that our ancestors have to share with us. We bid you hail and welcome. To the west. Guardians of the west, spirits of water, we invite you to join and protect our circle tonight. Bring with you your gifts of intuitiveness and love so that we may see the signs that the ancestors are here. We bid you hail and welcome. And to the north. Guardians of the north, spirits of earth, we invite you to join and protect our circle tonight. Bring with you your gifts of stability and groundedness so that while we visit the other realms, we may remain firmly attached to Mother Earth. We bid you hail and welcome. Brigid, goddess of home, hearth, and health. Hecate, goddess of the crossroads, the craft, and necromancy, communication with the ancestors. Kali, goddess of life, death, and rebirth. Goddess Crone, in all of your faces, we invite you to join and protect our circle tonight. Bring with you your wisdom, grace, and experience. Bring with you your love of all. Show us how we need to live our lives to become the ancestors we want to be. Show us how to be our best selves. We bid you hail and welcome. Ancestors, we invite you to join and protect our circle tonight. Bring with you your understanding of life here on earth. Bring with you your love for us, your family. Allow us to show you our love and respect. Allow us to celebrate with you the path we are all on. Show us how to walk that path so that those who come after us will think of us as we think of you. We bid you hail and welcome. Okay, at any point in time from now to the end of the ritual, I invite you to put the name of your ancestors that you want to honor in the comments section. Normally, if we were doing this in person, I would have a Day of the Dead book, a Book of the Dead, but we can't do that on a live feed from Facebook. So if you put your name there. Now, when we talk about ancestors, ancestors do not have to be blood ancestors. They can be anybody, any teacher, any guide, any friend that is no longer here on this side of the veil, but is somebody that you honor. Now, because my arms aren't long enough to do both the video and to type in there, I'm going to name some of mine. And you can do that as well. You can just simply name them out. Or what you can do is type their names in the comments. So I would like to remember Bill Callahan, my mother, my father, my two sisters, Ronzel, Ray Matajan, and a great number of other people that have come into my life to teach me and to be taught. I honor you for your gifts. Thank you very much. Okay, so what we first want to do is the white candle. We're going to light the white candle. This candle signifies life. It honors all who are here in this room and on this planet. It honors the path that we are taking to become the next generation of ancestors. And it prepares us for the turn of the wheel. Lighting the black candle. The black candle signifies death. It reminds us that death is not the absolute. We can always call on our ancestors in times of want and need. It reminds us that our ancestors are always there for us. This candle honors our ancestors and also the turn of the wheel of the year as we turn into the dark part of the year. Okay, and light the red candle. The red candle signifies rebirth, the ever-changing wheel of life, those yet to come. This candle represents those for whom we will be the ancestors. It also reminds us that the wheel continues to turn, and at the end of the darkness, the light returns and comes back. When it arrives, we will celebrate once more. So tonight we're going to do some knot work. We're going to make a talisman to help us work with our ancestors. We've already done the first knot to make sure that they're all together. Now we're going to do a second knot. And we have, it's the same colors as the candles. Birth, death, and rebirth. So there will be a total of 4 knots on this. Your first knot that we are tying beyond this one is tied for the living. So we're going to go ahead and pull the knot in. Now, the next knot is for your ancestors. And the last knot is tying it to bring it together in a bracelet. As you are tying this third knot, it is uniting all of us from both sides of the veil and showing the cycle of life. As you tie your knots, focus on the memories of those you have lost in your life, letting your energy and love flow into your ribbon. Once you have tied your 3 knots, hold your talisman in your right hand. When you are finished, and I will read the guided meditation and the chant. Once we have said the chant 3 different times, we'll close our hands at the top of our heads and clap, and that will be the release of energy. So this last knot is going to be a little bit different. This is going to be more like a granny knot because you're tying 2 pieces together. So funny for me, this is the hardest knot of all. Okay, there we go. Okay, now put your your talisman in your non-dominant hand. So for me, that's my left hand. Take a deep breath, hold it, and release. Feel the magic and the energy surrounding you and in this circle, and bring it into your body. Take another deep breath, hold it, and release. Feel the presence of the goddesses and the elements. Bring their energy into your body. Take another deep breath, hold it, and release. Feel the presence of your ancestors. Welcome them and rejoice in their presence. Reflect for a minute on your ancestors. What qualities of their lives do you want to bring into yours and pass on to the next generations? Bring these qualities into your heart and inscribe them into your heart so that you will remember to continue working to pass these qualities on to your children, your grandchildren, and your great-grandchildren, so that they may continue to pass them on to ever more future generations when we become the ancestors. Push the energies that you have gathered in your hearts and the intents down your arm and into your knotwork. Your knotwork is now charged. So repeat after me. As the corn will come from the grain, all that dies will rise again. As the seeds grow from the earth, we celebrate life, death, and rebirth. As the corn will come from grain, all that dies will rise again. As the seeds grow from the earth, we celebrate life, death, and rebirth. As the corn will come from the grain, all that dies will rise again. As the seeds grow from the earth, we celebrate life, death, and rebirth. And clap. Okay, we're going to go ahead and release the circle. Ancestors, thank you for joining and celebrating in our circle tonight. We love you. We miss you. We invite you into our lives, guiding our decisions as I move on my path. I bid you hail and farewell. Bridget, Hecate, Kali, Goddess Crone, thank you for joining our circle and celebrating the turn of the wheel with us. Thank you for your gifts of love, wisdom, and protection. We bid you hail and farewell. Guardians of the South, spirits of fire, thank you for joining our circle and celebrating the turn of the wheel with us. Thank you for your warmth and passion that leads us on the path we have chosen, where we are able to visit with those from the past. We bid you hail and farewell. Guardians of the South, spirits of fire, thank you for joining our circle and celebrating the turn of the wheel with us. Thank you for your warmth and passion that leads us on the path that we have chosen, where we are able to visit with those from the past. We bid you hail and farewell. Guardians of the West, spirits of water, thank you for joining our circle and celebrating the turn of the wheel with us. Thank you for your gifts of intuition and love, that we may share these gifts with those on both sides of the veil. We bid you hail and farewell. And to the north, Guardians of the North, spirits of earth, thank you for joining our circle and celebrating the turn of the wheel with us. Thank you for your stability and groundedness, that even as we visit other realms, we know that we have a place to keep us steady and home. We bid you hail and farewell. Okay, the circle is open but never broken. With love to all and harm to none, our spell is cast, our magic is done. This is what we ask of thee, as we will, so mote it be. Merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. You can put your talisman on your personal altar or in a place of honor to honor your beloved ancestors and to help remind you that one day you will be with them, ancestors to those yet to come. Blessed Samhain to you and to all of your family. And thank you all for the kind words and healing actions that you sent while I've been under the weather. It is, you all warm my heart greatly. Thank you so much.